Yo, yo, mic check, mic check, mic check. Word, 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 word. All right, so we back. We on the season 2 recap. We are currently in the off season. Um, so I can't access the actual playoff bracket. But I do have it. I'm gonna kind of go through how the playoffs went down. Let me start a party here in case people want to come in. There we go. Word. So there's a party. If you're on my friends list, you want to come in and you have access to talk. Come on and hop in. If not, some of y'all will be catching on the rewatch. So while we have it on this screen, I'm just gonna leave it there and pull up the actual playoff bracket. Um, Kind of talk about how the playoffs went down. So we had 12-5 game was Computer Marshall versus Trey in Alabama. Trey handled business 42-13. Then Reggie had a computer matchup with Stanford. He took care of business 29-7. Then Arkansas Texas A&M was a great game. So Jerome got the win 21-14. And then 10 versus 7 was Pittsburgh LSU. Quant got the win over Adrian 42-30. That was a really good game too. So the first two human games were pretty competitive and back and forth. Pretty much one score games at some point during the game. So second round was the first upset. Well, I mean, I don't know if you call it upset. Florida State had a bye. Shout out to Amavi. Was on a 10-game win streak. Started out 0-4. Had won 10 in a row. Um, and ran up against Alabama was Trey and won 28-7. So that was ACC representing. And then the next game was 1 versus 8. Was Keith versus Reggie. Ohio State got the win 27-24. This was a rematch of the Big Ten championship. What up? What up, Adrian? I see you, boy. Um, so it was a rematch of the Big Ten championship. And Keith got the win 27-24. It was a blowout in the Big Ten championship. So Reggie came to play, came up 3 points short. Then the 3 versus 6 game was Arkansas versus Auburn. So Jerome got the win, taking out Carson 28-16. And then the reigning champion was Jonah with Ole Miss coming over from Arizona. Beat Quant 31-13 to advance to the Final Four. So the Final Four we had Florida State, Ohio State. Ohio State, Keith got the win 37-13 over Mavi. Great run for Mavi going 10-5 after starting 0-4. Then Arkansas, Ole Miss was Jerome. Jerome, fourth time trying to take out Jonah. Came up just short, 27-22. Really good game. Ole Miss kind of got up, and Jerome battled back, but came up 5 points short, setting up the championship, um, which was Ole Miss versus Ohio State, and it was a 21 nothing, I want to say 28 nothing lead, with Keith jumping out on Jonah, but the reigning champ composed itself, came back, made it a game, and came up just short, 41-30. So we got a new champion. Shout out to Keith, who came into the league. Shout out to Sean for referring us, Keith. It's always good to get referrals for good players, man. When we needed people to fill spots. So shout out to Keith. He was playing with North Carolina last season. Then when Alvis, his schedule kind of got too busy to be able to play consistently when we were going to 2 games a week. I remember the day he put it in there, and Keith was the first one that did hit. I got Ohio State. But shout out to Keith. He worked them, man. That defense was nasty. He had a freshman running back, Peoples, was doing work. Um, the receiver, Kwanji, number 14, was a streak beast, boy. If you didn't cover that streak on that inside with that linebacker, he was torching people with that. But really good game. Shout out to Jonah, man, as well, to make it to the championship back-to-back years. So that was season two. Season three is gonna look a little different. So now I'm gonna focus on the screen now that we're looking at. So this is the number team. This is the teams that are all set for season three. So I'm keeping. I'm still with Miami. We got Declan with Vanderbilt. We got Drit with Colorado. Carson still with Auburn. Um, Adrian Porter, AD, staying with Syracuse. We got Huck rolling with NC State. Reggie going with Penn State. Jerome with Arkansas. Jeremy with Florida, Florida Gators. Adrian with LSU. Heads with Missouri. Eddie Lee with Tennessee. Trey with Alabama. Nick with Oregon. Nick, I know Nick had some problems with his PlayStation, man. I know they were working a lot too. They had to swag. Him and D White work with Weber Marketing. Shout out to Weber Marketing. I also do some freelance work with them as well. But they were we were playing kind of much in the busy season, man, for them when they worked the swag basketball tournament. So I know Nick was having some issues with his PlayStation, but he got it worked out. We got Rondo staying with Clemson. That's my son. We got a bunch of father-son connections in this league, which is really dope, man. Different generations coming together, man, for the love of the college football game. Then we got Jonah, one-time champ and runner-up in season two with Ole Miss. He switched over from Arizona. Then we got Amavi with Florida State, who had Virginia Tech in the first season and switched over to Florida State and rep for the Noles. Jadarius with Texas A&M. Quant with Pittsburgh. Um, this is our champion. Shout out to Keith, True VA King with Ohio State. He's staying with them. Then we got Mike Street staying with South Carolina. We got Darius staying with Texas. Shelley staying with Oklahoma. D. White is switching from Notre Dame to SMU. And then we got C. Mac switching from Washington to Notre Dame. We got Iz repping Michigan. Shout out to Iz. We got Jaden with Kentucky. Walt with Georgia. Um, this is, I want to say, Jadarius with Nebraska. He switched over from Kansas State. Then we got Emil that switched over from North Carolina to Iowa. So we got Iowa and Nebraska, two new teams, and SMU. Those are the three new teams we got coming into the league. So that should be interesting. And then we got Bug that switched from Ole Miss to Arizona, now to North Carolina, and Chill Will with the USC Trojans, who started season one with Utah. So we are locked and loaded. We got new conference breakdowns too. There was some changes based on talent levels. We have some requests to kind of do scheduling, kind of like it really is, man. You know, the Big Ten and the SEC in real life are clearly the two top conferences. Um, they just are. You know, even being a Miami fan, understanding the ACC is just not as competitive as those two leagues. So the breakdown. Let me go to the breakdown on my phone because I can't show it on here yet because I haven't set it up yet. Let me run this down. Man, I had my notes better. Conference realignment. No, that's not it. Season 3 league teams. Here we go. So the ACC will be Clemson, Miami, Texas, NC State, USC, Tennessee, Michigan, SMU. So all of those teams will play each other. That'll be 7 games. and then there'll be 5 out of conference games. So those teams will probably play teams from the other 3 power conferences that had losing records. Um, in the SEC, we got Alabama, Auburn, LSU, Oklahoma, Florida. Florida State is coming over to the SEC. Georgia and South Carolina is going over to the SEC. Then we got the Big Ten. We got Ohio State, Penn State, Oregon, Missouri, Iowa, which is a true Big Ten team, and Nebraska, Notre Dame, and Syracuse coming over from the ACC to the Big Ten. In the Big 12, we're gonna have Arkansas, Ole Miss, Pittsburgh coming over from the ACC, Texas A&M, Colorado, North Carolina from the ACC, Vanderbilt, and Kentucky. So if you listening to this and you already sent me the teams you would like to play, just send me some teams you would like to play outside of your conference, 5 games. There's no promise that I can make it work, but I can try. Make sure you text me that individually. Don't send it in the group text because when I start making your schedule, I want to be able to go to the text from you to see the teams to see if I can make it work. Now, season 2 scheduling, we had some glitches. Oh, we had some glitches with custom scheduling of the other schedules, man. So for some reason, once we got to season 2, some of the big rivalries, mostly the in-state rivalries, Oregon State, what was another one? Notre Dame, Stanford. Some of the long-standing rivalries would not allow me to switch it. So there were some people that had to play games against the computer. I would imagine we will probably run against that too in season 3. I'm not sure, but I'll do the best I can to try to make sure everybody got 6 home games, 6 away, and that you don't have a game against the computer. But I can't make that promise. If that glitch is still there, that's definitely going to happen. Um, so that's the conference breakdown. These are the rosters. So let's go and take a look at what we can see. Um, it's the draft results. Can we see that for each team? Yes. Man, listen, man. My team is depleted, bro. I'm embarrassed that I went 4-8 with all of this talent, dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 dudes drafted, bro. One thing about it's gonna help me with my coach prestige in terms of pro potential. Any recruits that are looking, interested in going pro, that works a lot in your favor for the transfer portal. Um, you'll have a little more pull with those players, but these are some major losses, bro. So I just want to take a look at some of the playoff teams. Let's start at the top. That were chock full of talent. Let's see what they did. So Alabama, Jesus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 players drafted. And Trey gonna reload. So Kayla Renshaw, he got out of the portal. A lot of these guys he got out of the portal played 1 year and went later in later rounds. But a lot of these guys were guys that Trey played a lot, man. I know he got Prosock out of the portal. Devontae Smith was already there. Sab has been a beast all for both seasons, dog. I was shocked he went 4th round. Damani Jackson, Lawson Roberts, Jam Miller, his running back got off, had a really good season. Miro went round 1, so Trey talked him into staying. Last year he was thinking about going out early. He convinced him and he increased his draft stock, so that's what's up. Let's take a look at Auburn. Fellas, don't take it personal if I don't look at every team. I'm just scrolling through to see teams that may have multiple, lots of draft picks. So I was a little shocked. Auburn only had three, but that's because they're so young. He has so many. Carson got so many 5 stars coming in, bro. Um, see, Clemson, Peter Woods went first round. Klubnik gone. Colorado, Dredd. Yeah, nobody drafted, man. And he went 6 and 7. That make me feel even worse. That make me feel even worse, dog. Florida Gators. Wilson, shout out to Jeremy. He did a good job with Wilson moving him from wide receiver to running back. Got him drafted in the first round. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Florida State, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No first rounders. Lucas came out of nowhere. Shout out to Jalen Lucas, bro. This dude right here was lightning quick. I'm gonna be honest with you, Mavi. I had people hit me on the low. Hey man, that number 13, man, for Florida State, man, he gotta be juiced up. Nobody is allowed to change anybody's ratings. Y'all ain't gotta worry about nobody being juiced up, man. How they advance and how they, use their coins to make their players play better, that's different. Because you can use those coins if you have coaches that allow players to get ratings boosts in certain areas. But nobody is, juicing players, bro. Um, Walt with Georgia, 3 first rounders, Starks and Humphrey, just beasts. Oscar Delp, tight end, Etienne, Morris and Bell, that's a solid draft. Iowa, he didn't lose but 3. He taking over Iowa. Kansas State, he not using him anymore. Avery Johnson went first round, no. Kentucky had a lot drafted. Check out Kentucky. I know Keyshawn Silver. I was trying to get him out of the portal last season. Dane Key, he was a portal guy too. Asian had Mason Taylor. Did y'all know that that's Jason Taylor's son? Jason Taylor, Hall of Fame defensive end. That's Miami Hurricanes D line coach. Played for the Dolphins. That's his son. A lot of people don't know that, but he balled out at tight end. He went first round. Asian. Harold Perkins went first round. That was a beast for Asian. Emory Jones and Nussmeier. So I already know who Asian got his eye on in the portal. Boy, that portal a fool. Boy, I can't wait till we, boy. The rich only getting richer. That's all I'm gonna say. Everybody needs to know is for the rules. I'm gonna send this out. I talk about this at the end. I'm gonna send this out too once we get through the portal. Because I know everybody gonna be focusing on that. Um, but if you got fired and you came back and took the same team, your coach prestige, if that went down, it's gonna make it really difficult for you to recruit. Cause one thing I noticed, like I didn't get fired, and a lot of my players left because we went 8 and 5, then we turned around and went 4 and 8. A lot of them left for a championship contender, higher coach prestige. Like it really changed quick. Um, so I mean, it's gonna be rough, man. That portal. The really good players are not looking to come somewhere that's coming in off a losing season, which is reality, which is how it is in real life though. So we already looked at mine. 10, bro. That's crazy. Is is had one senior linebacker. Heads 2, 3, 4, 5. NC State had 2. Carolina, what you inheriting? But Hampton gone. Hampton and Allen. Hampton was a beast, absolute beast. Notre Dame, Benjamin Morrison, offensive lineman and a free safety. Ohio State, only Downs and Styles and Davidson and Hicks. Wow. Kenyatta Jackson, all of them back. Man, let me tell you right now, every top player in the portal got Ohio State on their list. Hush, Max. My dog trying to chime in. Shelly? Shelly had a ton drafted. Shelly like me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. 3 and 9. With 9 people drafted. One first rounder. Ole Miss, a first and a fourth. Antoine Wells was the best receiver in the nation. Oregon, Nick had 3. Penn State, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Abdul Carter. Goodbye, Mr. Carter. He was hurt though. He was hurt a lot. I know he was hurt a lot for Reggie. Only one for Quant. D. White, you lost Preston Stone. R.J. Maryland. Y'all, I don't know if y'all know, this is Russell Maryland's son. Russell Maryland's son played tight end for SMU. He was a beast in real life too. He only went 4th round. Matthew Golden. South Carolina, Eman Worry. Mike lost. He a beast in real life. Safety. AD lost Oronde Gaskins Jr. Shout out to OG. I went to Winston-Salem State with his pops. Oronde Gaskins played at Winston-Salem State. Good friend of mine. We should stay in the same apartment complex. So yeah, there's no doubt he got the genes to catch the ball. Eddie Lee, Dylan Sampson. Goodbye, Dylan Sampson. Boy, Dylan Sampson will run up your chest, boy. If you don't know how to stop the run, you was in for it. Facing Dylan Sampson. I don't know who Eddie Lee gonna have this year at running back. And he in the ACC with me, so I'm gonna have to worry about stopping that run. Darius, Texas got 2. Warren Campbell. Texas A&M, Scouting. Shamar Stewart. Noah Thomas, big wide receiver. I'm missing somebody. No, we don't have UCLA no more. USC, Zachariah Branch and Bear Alexander, they gone. Miller Moss gone. McCray, the tight end, he gone. So USC lost some talent. Vandy, T. Berry, round 6. We don't have Washington anymore, so that's it. All right, so we saw draft results. Let's go ahead and get into transfer portal. Boy, I'm gonna get off my board. Y'all don't need to see my board. We're going right here. All right, let's see. We're gonna go to quarterback. We're gonna go to top prospects, and then we're gonna see. So Arch Manning. Boy, as soon as this popped up, I saw Adrian already offered him. I say Arch Manning going to LSU, which makes sense. You know, he grew up in New Orleans, man, when his pops played for the Saints. But like, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, his granddad played for the Saints. So it's interesting. There's no way we're gonna be able to stop Adrian from getting this dude because the Raging Cajuns are one on his list, and they haven't offered him. Nobody got TCU, nobody got Virginia, nobody got Purdue. Now I'm pretty sure because he has a top 5, but he hasn't. I don't think he's locked people out. So other people might have tried to offer him. We just can't see. But if Adrian dropped the ball on that, I don't know how because he should be a shoe-in to go to LSU. Now, most of y'all that had losing records, y'all screen look like this, like mine. See this over here? Under targets, all of them deal breakers, them handshakes with them lines through them. What that's telling you is his deal breaker is coach prestige, right? So No, no, Asian man. That I'm going through this, man. I'm going through this. Cause I mean, it's the rich gonna get richer, man. You ain't gotta worry about it. Yeah, you ain't gotta worry about all that. Um, so deal breakers. I mean, I kind of want people to understand this, man, so they can understand how it worked, man. Cause it's a couple people didn't recruit at all, man. Like Eddie Lee didn't sign nobody. I was like, bro, you gotta sign somebody. And some people may think, the computer would do it for you. The way we set it up, no computer recruiting. So you got to do the recruiting yourself. But basically, Archman is saying if you don't have at least a B minus for your coach prestige, I'm not even considering you. So that's what that is. Then of course he gives you this physicals and his mental skills. Um, Emory Williams, bro, who left me, bro, bro. Use Cam Ward's backup, man. I played him because I literally didn't have any other choice. But I tried to sway him and he wouldn't stay. And then he got Florida State. He got Omavi as his number one, bro. So, dude, if he goes to Florida State, dog, that's crazy, man. Who goes from quarterback from Miami to Florida State? That never happens. Then we got Pennington. Is this Chad Pennington, people? I believe it is. But like only Quant had him on this list. Uh this one. Trey trying to get Lenore Sellers. Lenore freaking Sellers is available, dog, for Virginia Tech, Pitt, Clemson, Alabama, and Arkansas. Mm, that ought to be a good recruiting battle right there. His deal breaker, you had to have at least a B minus under championship contender for him to consider you. So here's what it is. Um, Now this right here was Carson's quarterback that he benched for Castellanos. So he told Carson, you play Castellanos, I'm out. He a sophomore too. And Lord, he got Ole Miss on his list. So D White is losing Kevin Jennings. I see Darius on him already. Um, Julian saying nobody got Julian saying. He was highly tired of coming out of high school. Zayon Chris is interesting. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And these dudes ain't got me on their list, cuz at all. This is so, boy, that's a heartbreaker. I don't know what I'm gonna do at quarterback. I'm gonna roll. Luckily I got a good recruiting class. We're gonna look at that too. But bro, I'm gonna have to roll with one of them freshman or sophomore quarterbacks. Christian Martin, Dorman. So Lex Thomas from NC State, he out. Merdinger, he was a backup. So now we're down to backup quarterbacks down here that are leaving. All right, so running backs. Dylan Edwards. Y'all, please. It don't matter to me because I ain't over there with y'all in the SEC. But yeah, them big three conferences. But y'all better recruit with Trey. Dylan Edwards, man, leaving Kansas State. He out there. Arkansas, Alabama, Oklahoma State, Texas Tech, Ohio State. I see you. I see you, Keith. Hemby from Maryland. He out there. Roman Hemby. Hollywood Smothers. Shout out to Hollywood Smothers, yo. He from Chambers High School, right here in Charlotte, dog. He leaving NC State. He out there. What's that? East Carolina, Liberty, Virginia Tech, Virginia Pitt. Cedric Alexander, DY, I see you. Tatum. Now, Shelly, he wasn't your starting running back, I don't think. But Aeneas Williams is out there. There's some talent out here, boy. I'm locked out. I'm locked out. Look at this, bro. McCaskill, he started off at Colorado. Alright, so I ain't gonna go through all of these, man. I just wanted to kind of explain the deal breakers, man, because I know it's a lot of people that's got deal breakers and they probably may not understand it. But that's how it works. Um, Now this is also a glitch too because it's flipped back over to high schools now. I'm still under the transfer portal, but it's giving me top prospects from high school now. All right, so when you go to your school rating, this is where you find out what your ratings are. So um, this is where you see what your grades are. So I had a C for championship contender, A for program tradition, A minus for brand exposure. That's gone up since I've been streaming games. Pro potential went up. I just had 10 people drafted, bro. So when you pitch to players, if that's something that they're interested in, then you'll gather points. So my grades are relatively strong, man. Stadium atmosphere A minus, B plus. So academics you can't change. There's a couple of these on here, nothing you can do. Cause see it says academic prestige can't be improved by user actions. There's nothing you can do about that. Conference prestige is an A. That's probably gonna change. The ACC, we're probably gonna take a hit this year. Coach stability because I lost 8 games. I'm on the hot seat, so that's people don't want to commit to you if they're not sure you're gonna be there, which in turn drops my coaching prestige. Facilities, um, increase your team prestige to make this go up, and then playing time. So this varies by position. If you don't know how this works, you can go through and see, depending on where you have areas where people could come in and play right away. Then you have a higher grade for playing time. All right, so let's take a look at top classes. Luckily, I had a top 5 class because I ain't getting nothing out of the portal. I mean, I will. I mean, I got some key players, but not at positions that I really need to feed. So really need to field. So it's gonna be I'm gonna rely a lot on them freshmen. But this is what I'm talking about right here. Auburn's class, bro. Look at Carson, dog. 8 5 stars. He don't need to worry about the portal. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8 5 stars, dog. Running back, corner, free safety, tackle, strong safety, cornerback, and 2 wide receivers, dog. Number one in this position, number one in the whole state. Like, bro, that this recruiting class is a beast. Then that's not even counting 4 star quarterback coming in, bro. This class right here is thick. Look at all them stars, dog. Now, stars don't necessarily equate to them being all of that. I mean, we all recruit. Sometimes those 4 stars will be a bust. Sometimes you have 3 stars that have green diamonds. So, but he got 18 4 stars, dog. And then Trey right behind him with 8 5 stars. Tobias Boyce, another quarterback from Hawaii. What is this? Tua cousin from Hawaii? Nitschke, a running back. Is this Ray Nitschke, great grandson? Oh God. Or that's crazy. Ecker, 5 stars. Tukes, Ramish, Busby. Bro, the rich get richer. Hey man, you gotta win. That's how it is in real life. Penn State's class only 3 5 stars, but 19 4 stars. That's the most 4 stars anybody got, bro. Sorted by these. What's up, Shelly? You on? What's up, dog? Hey man, just going through this. You seen Agent send me a message talking about be quiet.
No, I ain't see that.
I
What's your phone?
I was going through the portal talking about Arch Manning, and I was saying how ain't nobody gonna be able to stop A from getting him because Raging Cajuns was number 1 on the list, and then and nobody else on the list was a human user. He s- he sent the little chat emoji talking about shh, be quiet.
Yeah. I talked to him today. He was talking about he might jump in there and grab him. I was like, hey man, if that's the
Yeah,
case,
heck
hey
yeah,
man.
yeah. But no, I was just breaking down. I was looking at recruiting classes now, but I just went through explaining in the portal about the deal breakers because I know some people didn't understand, you know, why they were locked out from a lot of players. But I was talking about how you read these deal breakers right here because it'll tell you what you have and what you need for them to consider you.
Right, right.
And I was telling them most people's screen look like mine with all these handshakes with the line through them on the left.
Yep, yep. Just like mine.
Yeah, yeah. I got a couple, man. I'm gonna be. Oh, I see. Um, Jeremy and Walt fighting with me for a couple of people. Yeah, it's gonna be dope, man. It's gonna be dope when we advance tonight. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah. When
I
I
thought you was where you doing a recap at?
It's on YouTube.
Oh, it is. Okay,
Yeah, it's on
okay.
YouTube
I
now.
was just I was just messing around in here, man, and I saw it said something like Queen City G started a party or something.
Yeah, yeah. I started a party. So if anybody want to just hop in and talk, they
Yeah.
could.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But we live on YouTube.
Okay. I'm about to pop over there, man, and check you out then.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. All right.
I peace.
All right, later.
All right. So if we look by conference, all right. So this is not going to be the actual conferences that we have because we got some changes. Um, but let's see. Better. I might have the top. I should have the top recruiting class in the ACC. Mike is going out. He got 20. Florida State's going out. Syracuse is going out. North Carolina's going out. Pittsburgh is going out. But man, I'm gonna need them to come through, especially Jimmy Bello. I need the 1 5 star guy. He got to show up for me. In the Big 12, oh Vanderbilt had the most in the Big 12. I see you, Declan. I see you. Let's look at Declan class. Declan got mega 4 stars. Stuber, Regis, Fumagalli. Yeah, man. This it's gonna be critical, man. To rely on freshmen if you couldn't really do anything in the portal, your high school recruiting gonna really matter, boy. So we got some computer teams crashing the party. Wisconsin with 11 4 stars and 10 3 stars, 7 2 stars. I did grab me 1 2 star. He look gold, he look green diamond dude though. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Maryland crashing the party up here. Cal. We had Notre Dame. That's a solid class though, D White. 3 5 stars. What he got? Linebackers, 2 linebackers, all 3 linebackers. Man, you got 3 5 star linebackers coming in. C Mac. What you gonna do with them boys? Yeah. Oh man, Kentucky 11 4 stars. Texas Tech crashing the party. Arkansas 12 4 stars. Tiffin, Hickey. Washington crashing the party. D. White inheriting 10 4 stars. Let's see. His left tackle, what's that? Peter Pan. Oh, tell me that boy named Peter Pan. Let's go see what his first name is. Patrick Pan. All right, Patrick Pan, 6'7", 311. That's a big boy. Go see. Did he get a quarter? He got two quarterbacks. D.Y., you got two quarterbacks coming in, dog. Buddy right here, 6'3", 224. Field general. Oh, it won't let me see his little skills. And then Alex Carmichael got the perm. He got the perm going on. 6'4", 208. You might be alright, D White. D White called me, boy. He said, man, I've been set up with SMU. I was like, you pick SMU, dog. See what is we gotta recruit, dog. You gotta recruit. You can still recruit by name, boy, with Michigan. These two dudes probably signed with you whether you did anything or not. That's a 4-star tight end, 3-star center. Heads got a big class. And we got NC State, big class. But some of them 2-stars, I mean, he got them boys from all from North Carolina, Burlington, Kernersville, Raleigh, Hope Mills, Moxville, Concord, Holly Springs, Charlotte. You stay in Charlotte though, don't he? I wonder where he went. Cornerback. I don't know what school he went to. He ain't go to North Met. Yeah. Let's see, Nebraska. Oh boy, he inherited this class right here. Cardoza. What up, Tiger? DJ Tiger in the building. Salute. Full Blast Radio in the building. What's up, fam? Man, we doing a recap. We in this transfer portal. We about to go into season 3 in the college football 25 series, dog. So just chopping it up, man. Um, Most of the fellas are catching on the rewatch. Uh, but just kind of going through this recruiting, man. Dudes, everybody trying to reload for season 3. But dude, you inheriting a pretty nice class here, man. Cornerback, free safety, right tackle, wide receiver. Oh, he'll bust though. See that X up there above his name? Mm. He's 6'5" though. Right in, he JUCO. Then he got the 2-stars down. He got a bunch of 2-stars. Jesus. Okay. So they don't show the diamonds. I just been seeing the bus. See what Bug inherited. He got them North Carolina boys. Rockingham. He went to Richmond County. Taj Duke, middle linebacker. J Mix, Tucker, Georgia. Cashman, Washington, Maryland. He needed running back. Kernersville, Larry Murray, 4-star. But he stay in Maryland, don't he? Penske, Gregory Skilling, Lonnie Ochabo, Mari Alexander. See, you ain't got no Charlotte boys. Wake Forest, Kernersville, Monroe, Gastonia from the Gas House. See, Notre Dame, big class. 1, 2, 3, 5-stars. That's them 3 linebackers. Dang, boy, he was number 1 in the whole state of California. He's number 2 in the state of Tennessee, number 1 in the state of Arizona. But them linebackers, 6'1", 6'5", 6'2". Left end from Raleigh, Percy Ozuma. Zach Schottenheimer, man, they forever using these famous names, man. This Marty Schottenheimer, great grandson, cuz. Teddy Russo. Okay. Ohio State. Boy. Like he need all of these players, bro. 2 5 stars. Defensive tackle and running back. Quan Gibbs. They ain't gonna put him in the backfield with Peoples. What he 5'11", 206. John Alonso. Tyrone Phoenix. Coming down Florida, taking my quarterbacks. Marcus Murphy. Jock Daly. Wow. Vero Beach. Larry House. Well, I ain't gonna go through everybody's, man. Um, just kind of looking at recruiting. Get to know these names. Look at Shelly class. Shelly got 5 star receiver. Looking like Cooper Cup. He's 6'3" though. 6'3", 211. Number 3 player in the state of Texas. Deshaun Church at center. Free safety. Corner. Another wide receiver. Okay, Greg Osborne. Hold on. Why he got awful? He this transfer? Oh, he committed already? He committed out of the portal, Shelly? Shelly done grabbed one out the portal already? What? It don't say he a transfer though. Hmm. Godchild. See what Nick got coming in. Them stars. Who this texting me? Oh, Shelly said late commitment. Okay. He was a late commit. Word. I thought you had snatched one out the portal already. So now Nick got a new quarterback coming in. Bernard Bequet. Really don't know what you got till we get in there and can practice, man. And can see what them numbers actually look like. Because them stars don't equate to them overall ratings. You gotta wait and see what you got. Greg Canty. Oh yeah, he beat me out for this guy right here. I was trying to get this quarterback right here. And Reggie beat me out for him. Mike McMorris. I'm gonna keep my eye on him. Chose them over us. Can't say I blame him though. Pittsburgh. See what Quan got going on. Got no quarterbacks. He got all these corners and safeties. Dion Woodhead, big corner, 6'2". Got 2 big corners coming in. Stay out of Florida, man. Josh Michelle. See, this what I'm talking about right here. Come on, come on, Eddie Lee. You got to recruit, baby. So I don't know how many players he losing, but like, I don't know what his numbers gonna look like. What is he got no transfers? Oh, so you can switch back and forth. I didn't even notice that right there. Okay, so the transfers ain't came over yet, cause ain't nobody signed yet. So there's got a good class coming in. He got a quarterback coming in. Yeah, Gregory Jasper, Rancho Santa Margarita. What he 15th in the state of California, 6'3", 196. Tyler Guy, Duncanville. Hey, Duncanville got some athletes, boy. Running back Velasquez. Alejandro DeMarco, 6'3", 230. Good God. That's a big running back, ain't it? DeMarcus Figures. Nate Council. That name sound familiar. I think I was trying to recruit him too. Yeah, he from Florida. Newbie, D'Amico, Dalton, Tejada. Bro, USC, that can't be right. He only got one recruit. Yeah, we looked at Vanderbilt already. All right, well, fellas, that's really about all we can look at, man, because we are in the season. Um, we're in the season, man, of the transfer portal. So it's really not much you can do but get up in here and try to see who you can get. So let's see. Go back out. So only other thing I saw we could look at is coach stats. This is another place where I used to go where you can see what your prestige is and your job security. So we gotta go by conference. So here is the coach prestige rankings. This is what I was talking about right here. So when you get fired and you change your coach name and come back and grab the same team, some people got F ratings, bro. Cause I know Bug and Mike did. Porter, he didn't get fired. I didn't get fired. Oh, by the way, Uncle Luke done cut his dreads off. I cut my dreads off, dog. I'm going back. I'm going back to old school 2 Live Crew Luke. I'm on the hot seat, man. I'm 12 and 14, 1 and 4 versus my rivals. 1-0 in the bowl game. I won the bowl game last year. I'm 2 and 8 versus the top 25, bro. So I gotta see. I ain't the worst. I ain't the best. So Rondo got the C+. He's still on the hot seat. He 15 and 11, 6 and 1, 2 and 7, 0 and 1. Quant in his first year. Now this is what the issue is with Quant. He is not the head coach. He's the OC, which is which is weird. I think he's probably the only person that joined as the OC, unless he changed it. Because I know during the coaching carousel, it was showing that he had a head coach vacancy. And I was like, dang, Quint, you giving up Pitt? He was like, nah. He didn't know what it was, but when I looked, I was like, oh, you the OC. And the head coach left, I think, for the NFL. And if he didn't choose somebody, I think the computer might have just chose somebody for him. But I mean, that's one approach. He might get offered the way his offense was. He might get offered, a better job at the end of the season. And then Florida State, A for prestige, bro. Job security. After winning 10 in a row, they sweating on Mojave. They are sweating on Mojave. So then this is how many winning seasons you had. And then these coaches that got reset got no career records. So yeah, so somebody else changed teams and they didn't get an F. I'm trying to see. Everybody that changed, that got fired and changed didn't get an F. So I'm trying to figure out how that happened. So Kentucky did. I know he came back out. Or did he? Was he one of the ones that got fired? I think so. Yeah, cause he 0-0. But they gave him the F for prestige, yo. So Declan is safe. Uh, Jadarius is low. We don't have anybody on Kansas State no more. Drit is safe. This was Bud. Well, they fired Bud. So McFarland is safe. Of course, Jonah is safe. He done been to the championship game too. That looks sweet right there. 14-2, 2-1, 2-0, 9-2 versus the top 25. And then Jerome, definitely safe. 23-8, 7-0 versus rivals. 9-7 versus top 25, 3-2 bowl record. Big Ten, we got Keith, definitely safe, just won the championship, 22-7, 6-0 versus rivals, 11-5 versus top 25, 4-0 bowl record. Coach in your head, Reggie, is definitely safe, 20-10, 1-4 versus rivals, 8-8 versus top 25, 2-2 bowl record. Shout out to Nick Worthy, 19-9, 2-1, 9-7, 2-1. We don't have anybody with Washington anymore. Heads like me, 12-13, but he got a C plus. 1-3 versus rivals, 2-9 versus top 25, 1-0 bowl record. Chill Will didn't get an F. He left and came back, but he did not get an F, bro. I don't know what he did differently, fellas, but he got a C minus for prestige. And then is left and came back and got Michigan, and they put him back on the hot seat. Same thing with C-Mac. So then the SEC, of course, Carson safe, 25-5, 8-2, 15-5, 2-2 in bowls. Trey, 26-4, 6-2, 14-4 versus top 25, 2-2 in bowl games. Jeremy, 16-10, 7-5, 5-8, 2-0 in bowl games. Safe for now. They put that little for now. Shout out to Adrian, 16-10, 2-6 versus rivals, 7-8 versus top 25, 1-1 bowl record. Eddie Lee, 7-17. Eddie Lee didn't get fired though. I don't think he didn't have to leave and come back because his record's still the same. Um, this is Walt. Walt came back as Rod Broadway, but they gave him a D plus. They didn't give him an F. Then they gave Shelley an F and Darius an F. So yeah, I'm not really sure what's up with that. But that was one thing I would go and look at for the coaches, um, school records and all of that. That's really not applicable. Okay, league settings. So I'm going to be sending out the rules. The only thing that I changed, I took the coach firing off. We are no longer doing coach firing. That caused too many issues. Only computer teams. Computer teams can still get fired. Um, Still gonna do 5 minutes. We're still doing full control, manual league advancement, no auto recruiting. You gotta recruit. Um, We weren't changing that. It's still private, 32 users. That's still going to be a league name and our password. All of that's individual. Injury still on, wear and tear. Play call cooldown is off. No accelerated clock. It was something else. Um, oh, the game, what is it? Game XP sliders. So Jeremy had mentioned something about, it's not this. It must be, is it gameplay sliders or user settings? It was about the progressions. Oh, people have mentioned they want to take interceptions down. All of this is at 50. If we take it down, then people will be saying, I can't get interceptions no more. So I don't know, man. That might be something we put to a vote. I mean, there are a lot of interceptions, but there are players that avoid interceptions by throwing the ball out of bounds, by using directional throwing, throw it in the dirt, throw it over their heads. I mean, so I don't know. There's ways around it. We did agree to take injuries down to 25 because we didn't want all the people, star players, getting hurt, and that's pretty good. We didn't have too many injuries. I know there were a couple of star players. Abdul Carter got hurt. Somebody running back broke his tailbone or something. It was a couple injuries, but we don't want to ruin the season with a bunch of injuries. So everything else is still on 50, man. Straight 50. Roughing the kicker still on, running to the kicker, legal contact, all of that. That's still not what I was looking for. Because Jeremy had said he was fooling around with, it might be under user settings. What's up, Gage? What's up, man? Gage on the check-in salute, man. I was just going through just a little season 2 recap for the fellas, man. Some people on in the chat, some people gonna catch it on the rewatch. All of this is the same. Coin toss. Everybody's first choice is the kick. Um, Placement and accuracy. Oh, so this is all your individual stuff. So you go in and change all of that. That's still not what I'm looking for. He was talking about how players progress. Is it under the XP sliders? No. I don't know where it is. Was it under league settings? I just missed it. No, because it was numbers. Because he was saying you could play with it and it'll make your players, um, if they have a really good game, the players would get better faster than having to wait to the end of the season. We talked about it in the chat, and a lot of people was like, "Oh man, the teams is already good. Don't need all of that because they play good every week. They're gonna all be 99." So I don't know, man. I don't have a problem with how we have it now. Um, you know. Oh, this is it. Just how quickly the players. Oh, okay, so I guess it is per position. Okay, okay. It's per position. So he was saying if you move this, say you move this to 150 or 125, then quarterbacks that have a good game, they would get better faster. So I don't know. I'm not moving that. I'm putting it right back where it was. But that's what he was saying. And I don't know if we would do that for every position. Some positions, I don't know. It's on 100 right now. What's the max? I'll take this back to 100. So the max is 300. So 150 would be midway. That's crazy. Definitely not doing no 300. But I think he was doing another dynasty and was playing around with it. So I had to holler at him before we start and see what the results were. Um, so if your quarterback had a good game, it probably wouldn't take to the end of the year for him to go from, say he's an 81 overall to an 83. You know, I don't know. Um, but I'm gonna put this back where it was, and then whenever we get ready to start, we'll agree on it. But I did print out the new rules. Um, I got that ready to go out. Shelly said he like that 150. So that's something we gonna have to agree on, Shelly, and that's gonna be a vote like all positions. Are we doing it for every position? Because if not, people, man, my linebacker got 2 interceptions. He ain't getting no better. You know, I don't know. I'm all anything we all agree on. I'm fine with. Only problem I have is the the vote is in the poll in the group chat, and I've never seen more than 15 votes in the group chat, and we got 32 people in the league. And I know a lot of people say, well, they don't see the vote, then they vote don't count. They didn't vote. They just got to deal. But see, I'm the one that's got to deal with all the individual texts. And, well, my man ain't. When we do that, my man ain't progressing. so, so I'm all for it, man. We got to have a better form of voting. I don't know whether it's through email or not, but I'm cool with it as long as everybody we get a full vote on it, man. Because I haven't seen more than 15 votes in the group chat, and I get it. The group chat it's all it's a lot of conversation in there. A lot of people got it, but they got it silenced or whatever. That's why I send out text to the group chat and to individual text to people's phones. Just like when people try to schedule games, sometimes they'll put it in the chat, group chat. He didn't hit me back. I was like, man, everybody don't look at the group chat. Gage said, give a schedule vote like voting starts this day, ends on another day. We do that, Gage. It's got a time on there. I've even texted everybody saying, go to the group chat. It's a poll up to vote, blah, blah, blah. But we consistently only get 15, no more than half the league to vote. Um, so I don't know. If they don't vote, and they jump off, then they jump off. But you know, that's different for me. It's easy for everybody else to say that, but when there's complaints, they're gonna come to me. Um, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But I do have the rules typed up. I did add a couple of things. Let me pull this up and discuss it right quick, just to give you a heads up on when I send it out. It should be in my drafts. Oh, I can't get. Oh yeah, I can get drafts on my phone. Ah, it might be in my Gmail. I mean my Google Drive. Let's see if I can find it over there. Uh, okay, so this is the found a new contact list. Oh man, I don't know if I can access it on my phone because I got it in draft status in my email, but it's not showing up as a draft on here. Oh yeah, here it is. I got it. All right. So um, I added streaming services. So obviously it's got the league size, 32 teams. It's described to break down 8 teams in 4 conferences, with 5 non-conference games against each other. Communications, GroupMe app, streaming services. What y'all think about this, man? This needs to happen. All league members must have a streaming account, Twitch or YouTube, to have the ability to live stream their games. 2 years in a row, man, our championship game has not been streamed, and that's unacceptable. That's unacceptable, man. Everybody in the league should be able to see the championship game. Now, I saw it through screen share. Me as commissioner, I definitely got to see it because if something shady go down in the championship game, or some kind of glitch, or it's a loss of connection, like I need to see it so I can hear both sides. Um, so, but it just, you know, everybody needs to have the capability. Now I know some people say it messes with their bandwidth and messes up their connection. That's fine. Trey, you supposed to game afterwards. That's fine. You can do it that way. Um, some people say they don't want people scouting them, but like, bro, like in real football, people got game tape on you, man. I mean, it's a delay. Like if you playing, nobody can't put it up on their phone and see your plays because it's a delay. And they do that on purpose. Purpose. Um, but like, we gotta have the capability of streaming games, man. We got to, man. Um, start date. We'll talk about this starting as soon as the rosters are updated and patches for any glitches are put out. We typically want to start again on a Wednesday or a Sunday to stay with our advanced schedule. So when college football 26 comes out, I know we're gonna all be eager to play, but I suggest that we wait till they at least put the first patch out to move around from the glitches, man. Those glitches will be a problem. So Shelly said he agreed with the live stream. What I'm gonna do when I send the rules out, I'm gonna send two videos, two YouTube videos just explaining how to stream live on YouTube, how to stream live on Twitch. It's not hard at all, bro. But we can't have that. I mean, you might have it and never have to use it. If you playing somebody else that want to stream, that's fine. But in the event that the other person's down or whatever, or they get banned from and can't stream, we gotta have capability for streaming. I mean, there's 32 people in the league, people, it's been fun, man. It's been like, you know, a little bit of an outlet, man. Shout out to Shelly. Shelly be organizing the times, man. Shelly, y'all go at 7, y'all go at 8:30, y'all go at 9:30, like, triple headers. In my cave, I got a couple of televisions. Might be watching something, and I have the streams on the other TV. So, I mean, it's just fun, man. You know, everybody got their bread and butter plays. I mean, some people got certain stuff you can't stop. Shout out to Quant. I'm tell you, Quant got that double reverse pass, dog. It's like death, taxes, and the reverse pass. I know some people can stop it. Some people have stopped it, sacking for a loss or pick it off. And that joker, he run out of that wildcat. I was ready for that. Then he found another one out of a regular shotgun. He'll be with it. That's all I'm saying, man. You can scout people, man. People gonna switch their stuff up. That's real football. That's real football. Um, fair simulation and forced losses. I kind of break that down a little bit too. Um, contact the person you're playing and the commissioner if there's a chance the game won't be played by advance. If both players contact the commissioner, the game cannot be played by the advance dates. Due to neither player being able to play, then it's a fair sim. If one person doesn't respond or that one person isn't able to play, then we do the force win. That's the same. Um, connection issues. I did have a little breakdown about connection issues. If players lose the connection during the game, they will contact each other and agree to start the game over or simulate the score from the game that was disconnected if that's easier. Whatever they agree on is final, regardless of the outcome of the game. That's why I want the two people to communicate on how to fix it. I'm not gonna tell them how to fix it. If it was 7-0 and they want to kick it off and then just go and goal line, I'm gonna throw a bomb. You get the touchdown. Get my touchdown back. Now we good. And then if we go on and do that, and then you lose, I don't want to hear, man, I had the momentum. The crowd was doing good, man. It just won't feel like, bro. Whatever y'all agree on moving forward, that's the outcome of the game. Then I got the new Power Four conference breakdown in there. I got scheduling suggestions. I got the dynasty settings in there as well. But I'm gonna send that out. I just need to find I'm gonna find two really good videos that explain the streaming. Um, and I'm probably not gonna send it out until we get out of the portal. Um, because I want people to have a chance to really look at it and see if they got any questions. But that's about it. Gage said he had a suggestion. Gage, you hit me. Said a suggestion for the streaming. You want to hit me up later? Share it with me. Y'all don't know Gage. Gage is my man, man. He runs security at the Rec and is a computer genius, bro. He writes code for games, man. He's working on making active, first-person shooter games, um, creating dinosaurs, zombies, yo, bro. Mad talented, man. So, yeah, I'm all ears, Gage, if you got some suggestions. But I just want everybody. I know some people aren't, it's tech savvy, but it's really not that complicated. Um, and again, if you got bandwidth issues, you think it's a bandwidth issue, that's fine. Maybe Trey can share how he does it, but he just sends the whole game afterwards. Because I know you can save your game as well. Matter of fact, if you own now, I'm gonna show you. So on your PlayStation, if you where the D-pad is with your left thumb, there's a button with three lines over top of it. When you press that, you get this screen right here. All you gotta do is go right here to save recent gameplay. At the end of your game, and this will pop up. So you can save the last 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 3 minutes, last minute, the last 30 seconds, or the full video. Once you save the full video, in order to send it to somebody, you might have to trim it. But you could come back and watch it at any time as well. So for people that don't know that, that's one way that you can save your gameplay. Um, and then when you're sharing, when you're streaming your game, this is the broadcast. This is where you go. Now it's just showing how long I've been streaming, and I can pause and stop. But once you set up your YouTube and your Twitch, this is where you would go right here to broadcast. Um, Share screen option. So right now I'm the only one in my party. Um, Shelly had stopped through here earlier, but if he was in here, I could press this for start share screen, and he could watch me play. So I mean, that's one way you could do it. You could start a party, and everybody that's on your friends list could just watch your screen. I'm cool with that. I mean, we could do it that way too. As long as that's the way I watch the championship. But the only issue with that is everybody's not at home and on their system. There were people that were out and about. They want to watch it on their phones. Somebody might be at work, you know. So the most, um, you know, complete way for more people to be able to see it is if you stream it through YouTube or Twitch. Um, so that's pretty much that, man. So that's really all I have, man. We're gonna advance tonight at 10 p.m. and then we should know a little bit more about the portal. Um, See, this is week 1 of 4, so we advance tonight. What's tonight? Thursday. That's gonna be week 2. Friday night gonna be week 3. Saturday night gonna be week 4. So I put on that text we advance the same time, 10 o'clock Sunday. I'm not really sure. Let's see what it look like after we advance on Saturday night at 10. Because I'm not sure what stage we on next. I took a screenshot of the next stages. Let me see. Let me pull that up. So after Portal Week 4 is National Signing Day and position changes. Yes. Now listen, I am not going to rush through this because a lot of people missed out on position changes. So we probably not going to advance Sunday night at 10. I may give people a couple of days to do that because that's where you get a chance to go through and see which running backs might be good at receiver, which corners might be good at converting to wide receiver. Um, H back might be good to go to tight end. So position changes come up after the off-season portal week. Matter of fact, I'm gonna forward this right now to the chat, to the group me chat, because this is just a breakdown of the next upcoming weeks. Let's see. Here's the breakdown for the upcoming weeks. Okay, I got a text from Gage. I'm gonna read it in a second. Alright, so I put that in there. Kind of gives you the breakdown of what's coming up. Yeah, Shelly, that's what I'm talking about. You taking your time on those position changes. Uh, yeah. A lot of people didn't really understand what that was, so we definitely not gonna rush through that. Especially people that um taking over new teams don't really know what you got. Especially people that um missed a lot on the portal. You need time to maximize your roster. So yeah, we'll definitely do that. Um, let's see. So do you see what I just sent out, Shelly? It's the breakdown for the upcoming week. So right now we on off-season portal week 1 with draft results. Portal week 2, 3, 4. Then we get to position changes and National Signing Day. Then training results. That's the last chance to view your players before excuse me, roster cuts. And then encourage transfers. So custom conferences. That's gonna be where I put us in the right conferences. Um, and then we get to set up recruiting board and custom schedules. That's where I'm gonna need some time. That's where I need some time, and I need everybody's um, request for out of conference games by then. If I don't have anything for you by then, I'm just gonna try to fit in what I can fit in. Hopefully, we're not glitched too bad. All right, let me see what Gabe's talking about. Gabe says, "Oh yeah, a lot of people talked about this because I got Discord from my Miami Hurricane family. I can create a Discord server for your community. The software comes with chat rooms and voice chat rooms. The voice chat rooms come with the option to stream your game to the voice chat lobby. This software works on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. So not only do you have streaming capabilities, but also a chance to bring your community together in the server. Dope. I will get with him on that. Um, somebody D White had suggested using Discord. I'm not familiar with starting a server. I joined the Discord, so that's something he would have to set up for us. But I'll work with him on that if that's easier. Um, now my question is this though, Gage. How how tech savvy do they have to be to operate all of this? Because if we run into the same issue of people not even looking on a group chat, how is this going to be any different for them to interact with? When they're playing their game, you said the voice chat rooms come with the option to stream your game to the voice chat lobby. So if they're playing their game, all they got to do, how simple is it? As long as they know how to open the app, they should be good. Okay, 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 cool, cool. Well, get with me, guys. Let me know what information you need from me to do that. We got a little bit of time. Cause if not, this gonna be mandatory for streaming. And if that is easier, which it sounds like it may be, I'm all down for it. Well, that's all I got, fellas. I know Gage is one of my baseball communities watching my the show 24 Road to the World Series. Shout out to the Atlanta Braves for getting it done, beating the Yankees 4-1. I'm going I'm in the process of labbing up on the show 25 before I start a new series, and then um I am finishing up my Winston-Salem State Dynasty. I just smacked A&T, beat A&T down, and I got North Carolina Central before Winston plays in the Conference USA Championship. So I might have that Winston North Carolina Central game coming up soon. It'll probably be on Twitch though. I've been doing those. I've been doing a couple on Twitch instead of YouTube. Um, but yeah, if you want to check that out, just check out my Twitch channel. I'll probably Probably go in there and play that tonight. And then I'll probably start the Show 25 series. I haven't figured out which team I'm going to play with yet. I'll probably start that sometime next week. All right, so Gabe say gonna give me a shout tomorrow. I'll have some more info on that on the next update. Um, that's about it, man. Peace to the league. Peace to the Who Wants to Smoke League. Good luck in recruiting everybody, and be ready for the advance in a couple of hours to see how we're looking. Good luck to everybody. Peace out, man. Y'all be safe. Peace.